switch the tape off. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ben Raisbrook.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Have you noticed how everyone these days is doing bucket lists? You know, that list of things to do, those challenges, those opportunities to take before you grow old or literally kick the bucket. Obviously bad use of the word literally there, I'm usually quite a grammar fascist. So apologies if any of you are here on your bucket list. This may not have been what you imagined when you said you wanted to spend Sunday night in a dark cellar in Soho, surrounded by strangers watching something tortuous, culminating in a massive cock, placidly flailing on stage. Look, I'm doing my best, guys. My dad's got prostate cancer, bless him, and on his bucket list, the biggest thing is obviously the bucket, because he needs to piss 7 or 8 times a night. For him, it's less about climbing Kilimanjaro and more about getting to the GPs and back without having an accident. And it's a shame, that's one of the things about growing old, because we get less good at things. Well, better at going to the toilet, I guess, but you know, it's like technology. A 5-year-old these days only needs 20 attempts to master the games function on a mobile phone. Now, I've had my smartphone for 5 months now, and I still can't find the bloody torch. You know, I mean, I only look for it in the dark, but then when else would I need it? You know, your average 13-year-old girl only needs 20 minutes to master Instagram, and 17 of those minutes are spent nagging you for the Wi-Fi password. And everyone knows, you know, 13-year-old boys just need 45 seconds to change the content and security settings on Google when their parents nip out to the shops, and 45 seconds is literally half the time they need to complete the fulfillment 3 times. The good old days. So really, technology and me don't really work. I've been doing online dating lately, and it's not really for me. All those questions and answers you have to do in these forms to find a match. Things like, are you religious? Well, I used to go to church as a kid, till the priest told me to maybe start dressing more age appropriately. And it's a genuine OK Cupid. Would you expect to sleep with your partner before marriage? And I'm thinking, well, this is online dating. I'd kind of expect to sleep with them before the second date. You know, isn't that the whole point? It's clear in online dating what women are looking for. It's nice to have you here. I mean, it's amazing you and any of your colleagues can spare the time to come in, because according to every woman's profile I've read online, it says, I'm not looking for a husband, I'm looking for a partner in crime. So you're really busy. And women are looking for something they want men who are artistic and creative. And I went on a date with one, and she was obviously very disappointed. And she said, but I thought you'd be really creative. You said on your profile you were crafty. And I said, yeah, duplicitous, love. But you see, the problem is that when you get to my age, online dating is pretty much like delving your hand into a barrel of broken biscuits. You know, we've all lost our sugary coating, we're all a bit crumbly, a bit stale, a bit downhearted by the miserable retribution of our failed adult lives. You know, forget an Oreo, forget penguins, forget hobnobs. If you can manage to match with a semi-soggy custard cream, you're onto a winner. But I haven't even done that. Over time, you know, your confidence fails. And, you know, I started off on online dating 3 or 4 months ago. I thought, well, you know, maybe I could make it as a Bath Oliver, kind of reliable, a bit boring, but you know, okay to take home to meet the parents, or by my age, the kids. You know, maybe on a good day I could be a Jaffa cake, kind of orange, zingy, kind of good on the hips, good on the lips, comes in a box. But as it is, I'm barely a dry Garibaldi. I mean, to think I used to aspire to be some woman's ice gem and her my party ring. So it's one thing I have been successful of online though, is I managed to attract a number of women who identify as as sexual submissives, which is just not an area of life I really knew anything about. It may be because my online dating name is Dom, but that's because it's my middle name, not my sexual preference. And I kept getting this message saying, look, what's your FL login? I think, what's FL? Turns out it's for FetLife, which is for people, kind of Facebook, for people who are into fetish. And by fetish, I obviously mean sexual kink, not the leading Scottish independent school. There are similarities. Both have a very good track record in discipline, both are very interested in uniform, and both excel at water sports. I did discover, actually, Fetters the school does actually have a scat choir, but apparently that's something to do with improvisational jazz singing. So I went on to FetLife, because to be honest, I did feel a bit morally, a bit dodgy about it in this day and age of Me Too and consent of all of that. And I want to see, look, what can I identify with, what's fair, what's appropriate. It's a really urbane, humane website. But I couldn't find anything that explained it all to me, so I found the forums, and I found only one that had kind of the buzzwords of today on it, which was gender fluid. And I looked on that, it just turned out to be 30 top tips for getting spunk off your carpet. So I went back to one of those I had matched with, and said, okay, look, let's give it a go, let's meet up. She said, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm literally tied up till the end of the month. Now, being a grammar fascist, do I go back to her? Would you just enjoy that? Or is it actually true? But as they say on FetLife, I think we will meet up. They say on FetLife, if you can't beat them, don't take them to Torture Garden. Thank you very much.